Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say.
Good morning, Chanhassen. Good morning, St. Paul. Good morning, all of Wisconsin, the whole state. And good morning to you. Have a seat. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister. And Ronnie's Roller Skating's Employee of the Month, Kendall Mark, everybody.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
How you doing?
I am doing well this morning. Happy hump day.
Happy hump day. I knocked my hip into I almost knocked the whole desk.
I saw that.
Walked right, I come out, I do the same thing every single day.
Every day.
And I just almost took out the desk and my hip at the same time.
Just forgot your spatial awareness.
I forgot my spatial awareness. How you doing though?
You know, I like hump day because I feel like it always reminds me of that commercial. Do you remember that with the camel? Do you guys remember that? It was like, hump day to
Yeah.
annoy everybody. I don't know.
It is.
Hilarious.
Yeah, because you're almost there. You can see the end of it. And I'm a little bit more festive because I'm leaving Friday. You know, every summer I go for a little summer
R&R.
vacation. Yeah, a little R&R. I'm gone for 2 weeks. Kendall will be mining the fort the second week of July. She'll be hosting the show. So make sure you treat her well, send her some love and some support. But anyway, you read the paper, you see the Google alerts. Flying is a nightmare. I mean, we just talked about it. They talked about it on our sister show, Good Day. And hundreds of flights canceled every weekend. So I'm a little nervous, I must tell you. I have the first flight out on Friday morning. We're going to Vegas. That's the first stop of the 2 weeks. We're not there for the whole 2 weeks, so I would be broke by then. But yeah, but we're there for a couple days. Anyway, so I'm a little nervous. And then yesterday, I'm looking for more information about what we can expect travel-wise. And I come across this story. Delta, I don't know if you heard this. Delta is so desperate at times because they're they have some of the planes overbooked. They were so desperate, I think this was Monday, to have people go to a different flight. They gave people $10,000.
Stop it.
Not in e-credits, not in like Delta gift cards, $10,000 cash. Now, to give up their seat. Now,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, at this point in the story, you're thinking, oh, this must have been a route from
Dubai.
MSP to Dubai or London or even Miami. No, this was a route Grand Rapids to Minneapolis. An hour flight.
What?
You eat a peanut, and then you land, and that's all that it is.
Oh my
Peanut land. And they were offering $10,000. So the guy that, Thrifty Traveler, hi Thrifty, had the story, and the gentleman that they interviewed that gave him the story, he turned it down.
No, he didn't.
And he said to this day, his wife still is mad at him for turning. I would be too. I don't care when you're coming home, you stay there.
Right.
You stay in Grand Rapids for the $10,000. Right, audience? You stay in Grand Rapids.
Right. And I go to the spa.
Yeah.
You say, I go to spa with said money.
Oh, I don't care. I wouldn't care. And vice versa, me or Colin. I would, if Colin was like, should I stay? Yes!
Why are you asking me?
Keep taking their money. If they cancel it the next day, you stay. Heck, I would stay for like $500. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Get a Holiday Inn for $100. Watch some free HBO and order some food in. You got a party and $500 in your pocket.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey. I know, I feel bad. All the good people of Delta, I just want to say, because your mom was a flight attendant for years. I have friends that are in the business. Everybody, if you're traveling this weekend, please treat these people well. Can you imagine the bumbleheads they're going to come across? I get we're all going to look, because I'll be frustrated too if my flight's canceled. But just remember, there are human beings on the other side of that desk, and it's not their fault. It's not Trevor, the front gate agent. It's the ticket agent. It's not his fault that the plane can't go. This thought is, don't take it out on those people.
Right.
Be nice this weekend. Pack patience, as the cliche says. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. Well, at long last, one of the great American sitcoms of the 80s and 90s is getting a reboot. Okay, this also had one of my favorite theme songs of any sitcom of the 80s. Here it is.
There's a time for love and a time for living. Take a chance and face the wind. An open road and a road that's hidden. A brand new life around.
So good. The slow-mo into home plate. I remember this. Judith Light's hair. My mom looked just like that. I remember. Oh, Mona. Remember Mona? Anyway, I guess I should read the story. A reboot. Oh, Danny! And Catherine, the late, great Catherine Hellman. She was also good in Soap. Anyway, let me read the story. A reboot for Who's the Boss is in development. It's official. It's not a rumor. It's going to feature Tony Danza and Alyssa Milano. It's going to focus on Tony's character and his relationship with Samantha, who's now his daughter, who's now a single mom living in the family house. No word. We don't know if Judith is going to be there. I mean, didn't the show end with Angela and Tony getting married? They were married, weren't they? Spoiler alert for a 30-year-old show. So it's gonna stream on Amazon's Freevee. Freevee.
What?
Which was formerly known as IMDb TV, but now it's called Freevee.
Is it free?
It is. It's ad supported.
Oh.
And I don't want to get too far into this, but I read this story in the Wall Street Journal before I had to stop reading because I'm not a subscriber. But anyway, you know how you can read like 3 paragraphs and you're like, and I didn't want to subscribe even though it's owned by our company. But anyway, they get enough out of me. So I'm reading these free streaming sites. These are the numbers. Forget Amazon. I mean, forget Netflix. We have your Tubi. We have the Freevee, Tubi. We have all of these. They're the ones that are getting huge numbers right now. Pluto TV, huge numbers. The ad-supported ones.
Well, because I think we all love having all these different platforms to watch these really cool shows and programs now. But all of us also are like, wait, cable is actually now cheaper than paying for 17 different platforms. So give me the commercials.
Going back to the Who's the Boss before we move on, I have faith in this because Norman Lear, who did All in the Family, One Day at a Time, The Jeffersons, he's overseeing this.
He's still working?
Yeah, the dude is 100 years old. You know what I mean? I hope to quit this in like 3 years. You know what I mean? And he's, 4 to 5 maybe. And the fact that half the audience clapped for that scares me. Yeah. Oh no, that was Jeff that clapped for that. Jeff, yeah. Jeff is very tired after putting up with me for 20 years. Next in the dish, the official trailer for Chapter 2 in the Days of Our Lives spinoff, Beyond Salem, is out. And it's as Days of Our Lives as you want it to be. Look at this.
Well, so much for taking a few days off, huh, partner?
The next chapter begins.
Beauregard Brady Weston. This is Pope Alice Williams Brady.
With old favorites,
St. Johnson's.
new faces,
Mom, who is it?
and globe-trotting adventures.
How are you in frequent flyer miles?
Push further beyond Salem,
Mom, where have you been? What the hell have you been doing for the past 2 years?
where past and present collide in the ultimate Days of Our Lives event.
What are you up to, fancy face?
Let's get to work.
First, there's no way they went to Montreal, Hong Kong, Morocco. I mean, don't mean to upset the illusion. They shot it on a soundstage. I know, yeah. Number two, I thought we had a small budget. Number three, here's the big news. Bo and Hope are back, people. They're back, Bo and Hope.
Wait, isn't he
3 people in the
dead?
audience know who they are. That's fine, yeah.
But he's dead. Didn't we watch him die? Isn't he dead? Did they
Have
just
you
always
not seen
reincarnate?
soap operas? It doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
They're never dead. I mean, Marlena was possessed by Satan, for heaven's sake. It doesn't matter.
How many times?
Twice, wasn't she? Satan entered her body twice. Yeah.
God, I love
She
soap
became Marlena Devil, or whatever they named her. But yeah. And then everyone comes back to life. Bobby Ewing came back from the dead. Marlena after Satan.
Did you just say Bobby Ewing? Like, was that honest to goodness a Dallas reference?
Of course it is, yeah.
Story?
The new season of Beyond Salem hits Peacock on July 11th. That's right. Lots more to come. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Stay right there. We are just getting started. Coming up next, Billie Eilish turns the tables on James Corden when she asks the questions.
You reportedly turned down a very generous offer to stay at the show. How much was that?
Or it's more like one uncomfortable question. Will James answer? Then it's the hit Motown musical Ain't Too Proud. The stars will join me live. And which celebrities make the most on Cameo?
Yo, syllabus. You gotta do it. You gotta read it.
You won't believe it when we come back. Welcome back. Well, Steve Carell was on with Fallon last night, and he talked about the origin of his movie, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's interesting. I didn't know this. That is our late night rewind.
Right, you started in Second City.
Yeah.
Doing sketch comedies. Any characters you remember doing over there?
A lot of forgettable things. The one thing that, no, I mean a lot of it's just very disposable. You know, you do it one night and then you never see it again, or you think about it but it never comes back. There was one character I was working on, and it was a guy who, it was a poker scene, and I kept trying to get it into the show. It never went into a show. It was a poker scene. And the guy and all of his friends are talking about sex, and they're trying to regale each other with these, these stories of sexual conquest. And my guy didn't have any sort of context. He, no frame of reference, and obviously was trying to lie. So that became 40-Year-Old Virgin. That whole idea, yeah. Judd Apatow, after we did Anchorman, he came to me and said, "Hey, would you like to, get together? Do you have any ideas to pitch?" And we got together. I pitched all these other ideas. And just before I left, I said, "You know what? There's one more. There was this thing I was kind of trying to get going at Second City that never went anywhere."
No way.
He heard that and he said, "That I could sell like immediately." And the next week he talked to an executive, sold it. We wrote it. It got greenlit. It was.
Wow, the rest is history.
Yeah.
I love those behind-the-scenes stories,
Yeah.
I love that.
I don't think any of us could ever forget that scene where he gets his chest waxed.
Waxed.
Oh
Kelly
my
Clarkson!
gosh.
Yeah.
It's the best scene ever.
As someone who has, as a dude, that, I mean, I don't know, you never asked a lady.
No, I don't have back hair.
No,
or
I'm not
like,
saying,
No.
I didn't ask you if you had back hair
Oh,
there.
thank you. Okay.
I meant waxing in any, like a mustache.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that you have a mustache, I'm just saying.
What are you trying to say about my mustache?
Fine, I'm just gonna say it because we're like brother. Have you ever been waxed anyway? I mean,
Yes,
see,
of
thank
course.
you. Yes, yes.
Ah.
I have two, and it's never delight. What? Oh, like here, like I've had.
Your face.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We should do your legs sometime.
Jeff goes.
for fun.
Jeff goes like this. Nope. 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 It's horribly painful.
Oh, it is not that bad. I've been getting.
It's bad. Thank you, front row.
I've been
Whoever
getting
said that.
eyebrow waxes since I was like 15.
It's really bad.
See?
It's,
I
yeah.
had a.
Thank you, back row.
Thank you.
More late night. Billie Eilish was on with James Corden. James is in London, and they played a game of Spill the Tea, which is a classier take on his game when he's back here in the U.S. Fill your guts or spill your guts. And watch what happened. Look at this.
I'm going to choose the putrid peas profiterole, okay? And what that is mushy peas with a chocolate drizzle, vegan ham, and pureed and raw garlic. You are famously private about your love life.
Oh, for the love of God.
Have you ever kissed a famous person? Might be easier just... you don't... Oh, my God. There's a bucket there where you can spit it out if you need to. Oh, that's disgusting.
No.
Really?
We should play first. We should play that on our show. And number two, I would never eat that. I would just give up the name of the person.
I mean, babies eat things like that all the time. It's pureed peas, a little bit of ham.
I don't know if people are feeding their baby garlic, but sure, yeah.
I mean, you know, it's fine.
What would you have done if you would have spilled? Obviously, she's kissed a famous person because she ate. So now it's just a matter of whom.
I think it just exactly depends on whom and how many.
Yeah, Billy asked James how much money he turned down to return to the Late Late Show. James opted to eat / drink sloppy tofurkey tea. I would have just said the dollar amount. Tofurkey.
It's tofu turkey.
Okay, first of all, no, it's tofu shaped like turkey. No.
Stop.
And I don't want it made into a tea.
They make very good vegan meats these days.
They do, but I don't want it in tea form, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's kind of gross. But I'm just saying, it's not the worst thing I've seen someone eat on his show.
No, it's far worse when they're back in the States. Then, you know, they're eating all sorts of things. Yeah. Next in the dish, Hulu dropped a trailer for a new documentary called Mormon No More. And it follows 2 women in the church who soon realize their truth. Look at this.
I felt very devoted to Mormonism. But when you find out the truth, it's earth-shattering.
I was Mormon for 20 years. I was so deeply entrenched in Mormonism, like I was in it to win it. Like it was my life.
I convinced myself that if I didn't live that way, it's Satan tempting you.
Satan's distorting marriage. God's revelation can only be attained through an eternal marriage between a man and a woman.
We were creating the perfect Mormon family. And then I fell in love with my friend.
Yeah, I'm like stupidly in love with her.
To figure out you're gay when you're 33 years old.
Sexuality is a very strange thing, let me tell you. You can't avoid the truth forever.
I would imagine. I hate when people say I know how you feel, but I've had. By the way, the doc is streaming right now on Hulu. We don't get serious on the show a lot, but I had a friend in my life who came out and had that struggle, not with Mormonism, but with the struggles for him in a different religion. And it's already hard enough to come out, and it really was for him because his parents basically disowned him. He had to move in with us, actually. But then you add the extra layer of your parents don't accept you, and then the religion that has been kind of the spine of your life has abandoned you as well. It's heartbreaking, and it really knocks the foundation right out from underneath you.
Right, just like you said, it's not just Mormonism. It happens to people with all kinds of religions and situations, and it just, you watch this and you're just reminded, because they interview all these people, like, it's so heartbreaking that people think it has to be that way. Like, it breaks my heart for you and for other. I don't know why I'm crying. It's it's horrible.
I get it.
It's
no,
horrible.
I know. I was really lucky, and I've said this, and that's why I end the show the way that I do. That's why I've never, even in the early days of the career, when I knew it would be a detriment. I know people don't watch this show because I'm gay. I get the emails. They've actually been rising in frequency lately. Again, they ebb and flow, but they're ticked up again. But I made a decision in 1997 when I moved here and had my first job that I would never deny who I was just for career advancement. And I did that because, I did that because I knew that there would be little Jasons out there that would maybe see this and say, okay, I can do this and everything will be all right. I was very lucky. My mom accepted me. My family accepted me. I had friends that had kind of built the bridge that I walked on before me. I had friends that kind of, I joke about it, they test drove my mom because they came out to her first, and I was like, okay, I can buy this car. So I had a very easy coming out. Now look, I've had my share since then, especially when you're on a public platform like this. I've had death threats. I've had many death threats. I've had people write horrible letters saying they know where I hang out, I know where you live. I had one gentleman about 7 years ago who reemerged 3 years ago that said he knew where I hung out. He listed all the places that Colin and I go, and he said, I'm going to find you and I'm going to do to you what we used to do to fags in Vietnam. And that was his exact words. And I say that word not lightly. I say it because sometimes you need to hear it because people think, oh, this doesn't happen anymore. It happens, and it's starting to happen with more frequency. And it's scary as hell. It's scary. It's scary for me. It's scary for my family. So when I see stuff like this, it breaks my heart.
Just because
it's hard.
you love who you love.
Yeah.
Just.
Exactly. Next in the dish, let's lighten things up. Former New York housewife Jill Zarin was on with Andy Cohen last night. She played the game, I love this, Who's More Iconic, which pits real housewives against each other. And look who Jill picked.
Choose who is the bigger icon, Dorinda Medley or Bethany Frankel. Who's the bigger icon?
Bethany Frankel.
Okay, Ramona or Luann?
Luann.
Alex McCord or Sonia?
Sonia.
Aviva or Radzi?
Aviva.
Ebony K. Williams or Heather Thompson?
Ebony.
Tinsley Mortimer or Kelly Kaloran Ben-Simone?
Kelly.
Barbara Kay or Cindy Barshop?
Cindy's my girl.
Is she or you two still buddies?
Very much so.
Kristen Takeman or Leah McSweeney?
Well, hello. I would have said that anyway.
Simon Van Kempen or the late Coco Singer?
Simon is
iconic.
Yes. I mean,
absolutely.
Simon, absolutely. Yeah. The only one, there's a couple that I sort of disagree with. I don't think Cindy is as iconic as the other one. Yeah. Jill was playing it very safe, let's just say that. It's time to meet the first JVIP of the week. Today, it's Thomas Rosengren. There he is with our buddy Aaron Schwaberini. Tom loves the realness I show on TV. He says, oh, wow, I'm a role model to kids and other LGBTQ plus people, folks, because I live my truth in life with authenticity. Tom says when the show is on, he feels like he's listening to a friend. Good. That's what I hope the show is. Tom gets a Jason Show mug. He's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to the studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. We have some good guests, and we're going to play a game with this audience when we come back. Back in a moment. Back with us in just a second. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. From the streets of Detroit to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the musical Ain't Too Proud follows the Temptations and their rise to the top. The traveling Broadway production is here in Minneapolis at the Orpheum for the next week and a half. And if you're watching us from other cities, they're coming to you very soon. Joining us right now, Marcus Paul James, and give it up for James T. Lane. Hello, my friends.
Hello.
Marcus, let me start with you. You play Otis Williams, and let me tell you, when you're playing a real person, I always think this when I talk to a wonderful actor like yourself who takes on a real person, I think there's an extra layer of pressure. Am I right on that? And how do you deal with that?
It is a little, there is a little, good morning, first of all. And yeah, it is a little bit of pressure, but fortunately, he's been around our entire process. So it's not, and in our show, we don't particularly like mimic people. We kind of love to like usurp their value and their energy and their presence and relay that in the show. So it is a little bit of pressure, but he is standing right there always in our lives. So like, it's not here, but like in our lives. So it's like, he's always cool about it. So it's fun.
James, you play a version of that question to you play Paul Williams. What was kind of the hardest aspect of Paul for you to try to create?
Oh, goodness. I didn't grow up with a whole lot of brothers, but I had a whole lot of cousins. So, and building the camaraderie with the Five Temptations, that's always a challenge, getting to know people. I definitely had a little head start because Marcus Paul James is my college roommate. So that was a good start. But that was one of the challenges. So we'll start with that. Yeah.
When you're in a show that features what I think is some of the most legendary music of the latter half of the 20th century, I would imagine you're already excited being on stage. You're in front of an audience, and there's an electricity that comes with that. But I would imagine when you add the music of Motown, it's a little easier to feel that electricity. Am I right, my friends?
Absolutely.
The heartbeat of America.
Yeah.
And everyone in the audience is attached to it. So it's not only you tapping your toe, everyone else is as well.
Well, I was
first song.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Well, the first song we enter on, the way you do the things you do, and we know that we have the audience in the palm of our hands when you see the heads moving and the fingers bopping. We've got them right where we want them for the next 2.5 hours. So
it's fun. You both read my mind because I was going to ask you. I always wonder, because you're human. I mean, look, you're actors. You can see out into the audience, and I was going to ask you, what does that feel like when you have the audience? Because sometimes, you guys know this, you can come out and the audience they're quiet, they're tired, they're not tracking with you, and you're like, oh Lord, when is this going to get better? You know you've had those audiences. What does it feel like when you do see that head bobbing and you know that they're tracking with you?
I think immediately, because I interact with the audience a lot in the show as voters, but for me, I go, oh, this is going to be an easy one. Okay, we're going to have fun today. I don't have to pull anything out of anybody. I don't have to teach people to actually like clap and laugh and have fun. I was like, enjoy this, come to enjoy. So it really makes it easy and smooth.
Yes, and last night in particular, these songs are iconic. So people are coming to hear the songs the way they remember them and love them. But last week I finished one of the numbers and one woman said, "Yes, sir." And I said, "Oh, we did." I was like, "That was a good one." She said, "Yes, sir."
You gotta love when the audience talks back to you sometimes. It's like it's fantastic. You guys, when did you arrive in the cities?
We got here on Monday.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the city?
On Tuesday.
Are you enjoying the city so far?
Yeah, we're looking for some good restaurants and some places to eat and to celebrate the 4th of July holiday.
And I'm never mad at a little bit of sun.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you? I'll tell you exactly where to go. Y'all go down to the North Loop. Go down to right down from the theater. Go to Smack. Listen to me giving restaurant recommendations. But anyway, go down to Smack Shack. Write this down. Go to Red Cow. Go to Nolo, Spoon and Stable. There you go. I've set your whole eating for the week.
Deal. Done. Yes.
What are some of your favorite? You guys are on the road so much. I know London and Broadway. What are some of your favorite cities to play in? Do you have some favorites?
Oh, that's kind of hard. Atlanta was a really big, fun city. I think also the show, we realized that the show is African-American based. So to be in some places where the audiences is full of people of the culture, it's just a different experience. And Atlanta gave us that first real, dip into like, this is going to be a party here.
Yeah.
So that was kind of one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Chicago. And we also enjoyed, just like in Minnesota, we're going to be here for 2 weeks. So you got to come on down, you know. But like when we get long stays and long stretches in cities, we are very, very happy when we come to the cities.
I think if we were to talk to you at the end of these 2 weeks, I always take real pride after doing this for 20 years, 20 some years. Every actor loves our audiences because we are a theater-loving town. We're second to New York in theater seats per capita. So I think at the end of the 2 weeks, I think if I were to ask you, you would put us on your list of favorites. I bet.
I was going to say already. Even last night, I could feel it.
Yeah, it's great. Well, I can't wait to go see it. We have plenty of time, too. I know everyone watching's going to. Thank you and continued success to the both of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ain't Too Proud is at the Orpheum through July 10th. For tickets, go to hennepintheatertrust.org. And like I said, you have plenty of time to go. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment, everyone.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Keep smiling. Just keep smiling. Welcome back, everyone. Something new to the Twin Cities food scene. James Beard award-winning chef, and he's been on our show before. Gavin Kaysen just opened his newest restaurant. If you don't know, he's the guy behind Spoon and Stable, Demi. He's arguably, Ann Kim and Jamie Malone, and Gavin is probably, and Ia Vang, one of the most famous chefs we have here in the Twin Cities.
Right.
If you're watching us from other cities, He's a big dog. Last night, I got the chance to visit his newest creation, Mara. Now, we're not sure if it's Mara or Mara. We've been debating this all day. I think it's Mara. But anyway, inside the new Four Seasons Hotel in downtown Minneapolis. I wanted to tell you about this for a couple of reasons. First, because I live in Minneapolis, I understand it, but I always try to spread some positivity because we're only getting like a lot of bad news. This is a great addition to downtown Minneapolis. So if you're going to the Orpheum to go see a show, this is a great place to go to you're already dressed up. This is inside the restaurant. It has Gavin's done a Mediterranean feel to it. Now look, I know right away, because I'm like you, I like being in jeans. I want to be comfortable. It looks shishi poo poo fancy, but I got to tell you, I was there yesterday in shorts and some very nice sandals. Now, we didn't go in the restaurant. We went just in the bar. And there's a little bit of the bar. Look at it. Wow. It has, the architecture, I said this to Colin, had like 80s. You see the rounded fixtures, the brass. It reminded me of the late 70s, kind of early 80s. That's the bar. That's where we were. We bellied right up. And I know also, so you're thinking, oh, it's going to be too fancy for me. No. Again, I went in there in a black t-shirt, shorts, and sandals. And I felt completely comfortable. Next price. Look, it is downtown, so the specialty cocktails are going to run anywhere from $10 to $15. But the food, I was pleasantly surprised. The food is on par with other food prices that you're going to find in downtown, and especially for Gavin. The food is Mediterranean inspired with flavors from 22 different countries. Now, I will tell you, I haven't tried the food yet. I will, and we'll do a story on that, hopefully with Gavin. Right, Gavin? But Mara is open for breakfast and dinner during the week, brunch on the weekends too. And you know what I love too, Kendall, is if you are going down, we had the cocktail to the right. See that little short one?
Yeah.
We had that. Colin said it's good, but a little too sweet. I'm not a sweet cocktail kind of guy.
Cute ice cube thing too,
it's a
right?
really cool ice cube thing, yeah. But I'll tell you, if you are going for a show, or if you're going down to the Twins game, you're right there. If you don't know the neighborhood well,
right.
The Four Seasons is right on the edge of Hennepin right as you get into the North Loop. So you're right by Target Field. You're a little ways down from the Orpheum, but take a quick Uber. It would be like a $4 Uber ride. Have a drink there first and then go to your show. Make an evening out of it. That's what I was thinking yesterday.
Yeah, it's kind of Whole Foods is right there, and
Katie
the
Corner,
library
yes.
is okay. I thought
It's
that's
part
what
of
it
the
was.
new tower. It's new construction, and it's the first 5-star hotel that we have here in Minneapolis. So it's really nice. The building's beautiful. Yeah, they have a valet if you want that, but it was real nice.
I would love to just go in there and just check out the whole place, like see the restaurant, get a drink there, and then just kind of meander my way over toward the check-in.
I checked out the bathroom because you know how I am with bathrooms. I want to see what the bathrums look like.
What are the towels like?
Yeah, the very nice bathrooms. Colin snuck into the dining room.
Yes.
And then, we were sitting, the bartenders were real nice. I live like 3 blocks from there, so I was like, we can come back here. And, the last thing I was going to say is people always go, it's a new restaurant, it's going to be hard to get into. Again, we bellied right up we got there around 6. I found a seat right away.
Nice.
Yeah, but you can make reservations. Head to mararestaurantandbar.com for more. And like I said, we hope to get Gavin on the show. We're going to take a break. We're playing a game with the audience when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. It's cool. It's cool. Welcome back. So, have you heard of Cameo? Well, if you haven't, it's an app letting you book celebrities to give you custom greetings from everything from birthdays to anniversary, get well messages, and more. Prices range from a few dollars to thousands of dollars, depending on the star power. And Cameo is the inspiration for today's game time. Here we go, everybody. Today's game is called Who's Worth More? The concept is pretty simple. I'm going to give you a pair of famous faces, and you have to guess which one charges more on Cameo. Playing today to my left, give it up for Samantha, everybody. And then Stephanie. Keep it going. Stephanie, you don't mind if you just recently moved back, right?
Well, not quite moving back, but I watch you every day, Jason.
Thank you. Well, I love it. I love you. I love you too. Samantha's been helping me out in the front, in the back row, like talking to me and keeping the energy up. I appreciate it. Okay, hands above buzzers. Look at the monitor in front of you and buzz in as soon as you know. So first up, who's worth more on Cameo? Actor Leslie Jordan or Fran Drescher? Stephanie.
Leslie Jordan.
No. Oh. No, and I'm shocked by this. Fran Drescher, and here are the prices. Leslie Jordan you can get for $200. Fran Drescher, the nanny, $750. Oh.
I've looked into her. I've actually wanted to do it.
My mom probably does too, right, Dar? Yeah, she loved the nanny. Okay, hands, I don't know if I'm going to get one for $750, but hands above buzzers. Okay, here's the next one. Lindsay Lohan or Brian Austin Green? Samantha.
Lindsay Lohan.
You are right. But but this is what's shocking. It is very close. Lindsay is worth $500. Brian Austin Green, $400. So not a big difference. Not a big difference.
It's affordable.
Next, Brett Favre or Vanilla Ice? Samantha, again, I'm sorry, your thing doesn't seem to be working. That's wonderful. Okay.
I'm going to say Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
No. Now, this is another funny thing. Brett Favre, $400. Vanilla Ice, $3.99. I know. I'm sorry. Okay, next. Hands above buzzers. Snooki or Leanne Rimes? Samantha.
Definitely Snooki.
No.
What?
I know. You've been robbed, Samantha. No. Leanne Rimes, $333. Snooki is $300. Okay? I know. Hands above buzzers.
Okay.
Next one. From my favorite show, Dallas, who is worth more? Bobby Ewing or Sue Ellen? Okay, it was you, Stephanie. They're broke again. Yes.
Bobby. It's got to be Bobby Ewing.
No.
Oh.
Sue Ellen, Linda Gray is $100, while Patrick Duffy is $75. A bargain. I'm going to get both of those. Yeah. Okay, hands above buzzers. Next one. Who is worth more, Boy George or Lance Bass from NSYNC? Samantha.
Lance.
No.
What?
Samantha, and you're going to kill me because listen to this. Boy George is worth $300 on Cameo. Lance Bass, $299. I know. I'm very sorry.
I'm gonna go home and cry.
No,
now.
don't. I don't want you to cry. Hands above buzzers. Who's worth more on Cameo? Kenny G or from Real Housewives of New York, Bethany Frankel?
Bethany Frankel. No!
Come on!
No, don't do this to me!
And Samantha, once again,
No!
Kenny G, $350. Bethany Frankel, $349.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, Samantha. Blame executive producer Jeff. He did these. Okay, hands above buzzers. Next one. Who's worth more, the singer Tiffany or Nellie Olson? Stephanie.
Tiffany.
I was gonna say Nelly.
You are right. It is Tiffany. But listen to this. It's kind of close. Tiffany is worth $75, and Allison, who played Nellie Olson on Little House on the Prairie, $60. $60. Okay, I love this next one. This is how weird it is. Hands above buzzers. Who's worth more, Jerry Springer or Eric Estrada from Chips? 4 people in the audience laugh because they remember Chips. Samantha.
Jerry Springer.
No. Eric Estrada from Chips is $150, and Jerry Springer is $135. Okay. One more. Back to Housewives. Who's worth more, Teresa from New Jersey or Ramona from New York? Samantha.
That one, I have a feeling it's Ramona. No! Oh my God!
It's Teresa.
Teresa is $250, and Ramona is a bargain at $125.
Okay.
Now, I'm with you, though. I personally would pay more for Ramona.
I mean, she's gorgeous.
I know. Both of these ladies are too, and they're both going home with the Jason Show. That's right. There we go. Poor Samantha. I feel like we should give Samantha something else, too. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment, everybody. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, my God. You're so great. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh. Welcome back. It is time for the world's shortest segment. Today, a big surprise for some pub goers in England. Look at this.
'Cause you're a sky, oh, you're a sky full of stars.
That is Chris Martin, who sat down randomly at a piano at a pub west of London to play the Coldplay song, A Sky Full of Stars. Can you imagine? The pub shared the video on social media saying, you never know who might pop in for a pint. That's right. We're going to take a break. The surprise goodbye when we come back. Back in a moment.
Can you imagine?
What?
Can you imagine? You'd be like,
Yeah, you're sitting there and it's like, don't forget, before we get to the surprise goodbye, if you want to come be in the audience, it's really easy to do. All you have to do is, right, did I say that right? Is go to the Jason Show Facebook page. You'll see a link on the left under info. Click on that link. You're in at 9:30 and you're out by about 11:10, 11:20. Now also, do not sign up if you can't come. We've had a lot of cancellations and people, so if you can't come, do not sign up. It is time for the surprise goodbye. Here we go. You know how this works? I don't know what I'm going to read until right now. Today, an unexpected hazard on the golf course for one guy. Check this out. Specifically, look over the guy's shoulder. That's a giant bear watching him play. Surprisingly, the golfer took his time managing to sink the putt with the bear watching. The bear, not impressed. Not impressed.
Nerves of
No.
steel.
Okay, does he know the bear's there? He does?
Does he really?
And you're gonna finish?
No.
What if the bear starts charging?
You're an idiot.
Well, I mean, because they can run fast.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. No.
Oh my gosh.
He really, does he get it? He made it?
He made the putt right
okay,
there.
I guess it's worth it. But
Oh
look at Smokey the Bear. He could, he's like, whatever.
Oh, no.
No. Have you ever seen a bear in person?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, what are you saying? Like, of course.
Well, we
it's
live in
not like a
Minnesota.
dog.
I grew up in the country. This is what you do. You just
I
see
grew up
bears.
in the country too, but I don't see
Awesome.
bears all the
And
time.
snakes. Oh gosh.
Tomorrow, one of my favorites and yours, Melissa Peterman, is back in studio basically for the hour. We're going to get the lowdown on her new show, but right now, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong.